In this video, if you run an established marketing agency, I'm going to walk you through the process of how you can position yourself as one of one, or at least have the perception of being one of one, even if you're competing within a saturated market like working with e-commerce brands. Now, the first step is pretty straightforward, is you want to define your best case studies. So how you do that is like you look at the best results that you've achieved, like the outcomes you achieved and the time frame. So for example, you might have worked with a clothing brand and you help them generate an additional 500K a month within 6 months. Okay, well, if that's your best case study, well, now you want to define the niche because it might not even be clothing. You want to go as specific as possible. So I'll walk you through how we actually do that. So at the top, let's say, for example, if you're working with e-commerce brands, you have e-com brands at the top because that will be the broadest. And then you want to keep going deeper and deeper until you go as specific as you can go. So what I did for this one is like, okay, e-com brands, home and decor brands. And this isn't a real live example of what I did for a client that's allowing me to book him calls with other 7, 8, and 9 figure furniture brands. So instead of reaching out with e-com, home and decor, furniture, and then we go location-based, US-based furniture. Okay, then maybe we want to work with established US-based furniture brands, like people who have a little bit more money to invest into this type of stuff. And the way you actually target that is instead of targeting 0 to 10, you might go 11 to 20 or 20 to 50 or just like 20 plus in general. And then even deeper, like even within furniture, there are other sub niches. So you can go furniture accessory brands. And then again, just go through that process, US-based furniture accessory brands, and then established US-based accessory furniture brands. Now you've gone as deep as you can go, right? But now what you can do is you can go horizontal. So you can look at over here, like other locations, okay, established UK-based, established Canada-based. And then you just repeat that process. But the way this actually works is once you've defined your niche, you're actually going to start off down the bottom. Like you'll start off down here when you're doing your outreach, you'll scrape your list here first, and then you work your way up to the top. Like you won't do this one because that'll just be a waste of time. You just want to work your way up to here. Because there might be like 100 brands down here, but there might be like 100,000 up here. Now, the more specific you go, the more your messaging is going to resonate, but the less people there are going to be. And the more broader you go, the less specific your message is going to be to them and the less results that you're actually going to be able to achieve as you go like upwards on this chart. But what would actually happen, right, is by the time you've gone from the bottom to the top, if you do this the right way, which I'm going to explain throughout this process, is you should have signed a few clients by the time you've gone through the entire list, and you should have more case studies, or maybe your case studies have improved. And then you can actually recycle through the same list because there might be like hundreds of thousands, or like tens of thousands of companies. And if it's been a few months, by the time you reach back out to them, they've probably forgotten about your email, and then you can hit them back up with different case studies. And the new case studies you have from the clients you should have signed from this process. So that's how you do that part. So you've defined the best case studies. You've defined the niche. Now you need to define the keywords related to each niche. Now what you can do is you can simply just go to, say for example, you're looking for established US-based accessory furniture brands. What you can do is you look at the website and look at the language that they're using on the website, like specific words related to accessory furnitures, or furniture accessories. And then another thing you can do is you can search for a specific company that you know that is an established US-based furniture accessory brand and look at the keywords used in their polo subtags and things like that. And that's how you define the keywords, because that's going to be what you need to actually build your list. Because step 4 is to build your list. And when you're building your list, you want to separate by countries. So you don't want to have Australia, Canada, New Zealand, United States all in one big group because they all run on different time zones. You want to have them all separated. So separate your list by country so that you can actually, say for example, you're using like a tool like Instantly, so that you can actually reach out in their time zone, which means it's more likely that they actually open your message because you're not reaching out to all 4 different time zones at once. And some people are receiving it at, 12 in the afternoon, and some people are receiving it at 1 a.m. when they're sleeping. So that's the reason why you want to do it that way. And that's how you want to build your list, is by separating that way. And then step 5, what you want to actually do is you reach out to brands using the outcome plus time frame plus unique mechanism. So let's say, for example, the case study that you generated was an additional 500K a month and the time frame was 5 months, and you used, let's say, YouTube short ads. Well, then what you would do here using this formula is we help US-based furniture accessory brands generate an additional 500K a month within 5 months using YouTube short ads. And then an additional bonus is if maybe they have a specific problem, let's say that maybe they struggle with scaling profitably. So what you can actually do is we help US-based furniture accessory brands at an additional 500K a month within 5 months using YouTube short ads whilst increasing profitability. So that's how you can do it. Now compare that with reaching out to e-com brands, but like we help e-com brands scale to 7 and 8 figures versus that message I just gave you. You're going to be getting two very, very different results. And as long as you're measuring everything, you'll be able to see day and night. Like I recommend that you honestly go through this exercise, whether you're an established marketing agency or even if you're another lead gen agency watching this video. Go and implement this for your clients so that you can actually get better results. And then if you use this method and you do get some better results, hit me up and let me know how it went. Thank you for watching this video. See you later.